Hello, I'm Justin. I work a regular 9 to 5, and I'm going to be competing in my first bodybuilding show in the Men's Physique, National Physique Committee NPC show here in less than 8 weeks now. I'm just going to talk a little bit about why I signed up, and then stick around in the video because there's something that is a little bit shocking to me in regards to signing up for a show. I'm going to go over some details. Why I signed up. I have a little bit of notes here just to stay on track. But I've thought about doing this for a while, not because it's glamorous or anything. I've always been into bodybuilding, something that I've always wanted to do. I think I went over this a little bit in my other video. But essentially, I just wanted to test myself. I wanted to see, the best physique I could get on myself. Wanted to see how hard I can push myself, dieting, training, all of that fun stuff. So I've been training for 5-7-ish years before getting strictly pretty much into lifting and bodybuilding. I actually played soccer. I played collegiate soccer for a number of years. So that's where I started off at as an athlete, always on the skinnier side, as you can see. And just have always wanted to push myself and grow. Lifting gave me loads of confidence over the long run. And just packing on a little bit of muscle, a little bit of size, definitely builds overall confidence in work, in life, and hanging out with friends, anything. So I always recommend getting into the gym if you can, even if it's a few times a week. And for your overall health, it's a great thing to do. One of the things that did catch me off guard a little bit is the cost of the bodybuilding show, the overall cost. Wanted to go over that a little bit in today's video. I'm going to kind of show on screen the different costs that are allocated with this just one show. So when it comes to this show, first we have to sign up. You have to get a National Physique Committee number, which I did earlier today, and I'm signing up for the different divisions is the word I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do and what my coach recommended me to do was novice and open. I also want to do true novice since this is my first show. So true novice means that it's your first time competing, first show on the books. True novice is when you're competing in your first show. Novice is you're still a beginner. Beginner divisions, and then opens for more of the people that are going to try to get their pro card, try to win it all. Pretty much that's the big one. So I'm going to be competing in all three. My coach recommended to do all three because essentially, when am I going to be this shredded again in my life? Not very often, so why not go for it all and see what we can do. So that's what I'm doing. Each division class is $140. So 140 times 3, we're looking at $420. I have prep brain right now, so I'm just doing a little bit of math, even though it's quite the simple calculation. But $420. And then we paid $168 for my National Physique Committee number. So that's a total of $588. And plus the tan and then any hotels. Luckily, I'm going to be staying close to in a family's house that lives close to the show venue. So that eliminates that. But we're probably looking almost close to $700, $800 just for doing one show, which that was quite shocking to me. But, it's once in a lifetime, couple of times in a lifetime experience. So why not do it? But overall, so far in my prep experience, it's not glorious. Past couple of weeks, I've really struggled with hunger, going to bed hungry, feeling hungry all the time, especially after meals 2 and 3 with not a lot of substance. Trying to fill my meals with more vegetables since they're low calorie but high volume. So that's a big one. Been very much on repeat. Breakfast smoothie, chicken and veggies, cream of rice, shake and banana, beef and rice. That's essentially how, and some veggies in there. That's essentially how my prep has gone so far. We did just make changes today where we're placing some whey protein with some eggs and egg whites. So that's going to be great to be able to implement that. Instead of having a lot more whey protein, we're going to implement that instead, just for the whole foods aspect. 8 weeks out, I'm going to put on some posing here, just going over my after workout posing is what I'll be doing pretty much every day after my lifts. You can put a lot of size on by knowing how to pose, right? So you can make it like you look like you have an extra 5 pounds of muscle just from learning how to pose. The three things I'm focusing on here and have been focusing on is the first one obviously was gaining size with my lean bulk. At this point, I'm not going to be gaining any more size. But at this point, we're focusing on conditioning and posing, right? So when it comes to the conditioning, right, we're going to want to look as shredded as possible on stage, and then the posing to make sure we shred off all of the different lines that we have gotten into our physique. So that's the main goal with that. But yeah, prep it's been a challenge. One of the main things I've kept at the center, and I'm trying to keep in the center, is God. Number one, trying to keep a steady mind. I've been trying to, I implemented a new routine. Once a week, I want to learn a verse. This past week, I learned Romans 5:3-4. Not only in that, we rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance. Endurance produces character, and character produces hope. So in our sufferings, we turn closer to God. We lean on God. We come closer to God. So just trying to do that, trying to keep my mind steady. I feel like up here doesn't work as fast when I'm on such a low calorie diet. But yeah, excited for what's to come. And stay tuned. Trying to post some more day in the lives and just how my prep's feeling overall. Trying to document as much as I can. I do get tired, but thanks for anyone that is tuning in. And stay tuned.